this is up next with exceptional talent showing on TV.
It's a beautiful day and I'm super excited. You might be wondering why. Well, that's because today's episode of UpNext on Seva TV is going to be a very, very hilarious one. My name is Betty Odumosu and I'm your host. Today we've got with us one of Nigeria's finest budding comedians on set today, and he's going to be cracking us up, trust me. But before I reveal him to you, just stick around, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
So this is up next with exceptional talent showing on
Welcome back to the show, guys. Like I said earlier, we've got a funny personality with us on set today, and he's no other person than comedian Big Mouth. I hope you give us big laughs today.
Wow.
So good to have you on set. How are you feeling today?
Feeling okay, good.
Just okay, good.
Yeah, kind of.
So, comedian Big Mouth, briefly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay, my real name is Ndefo Prince Jidindu. I'm an Igbo guy. Though grew up in Yoruba land, born up in Yoruba land, schooled in Yoruba land. So, popularly known as Big Mouth though, because I was firstly known as Mr. Praise, because I almost used like 4 to 5 names before ending up with the comedian Big Mouth that I'm using right now.
Okay.
So not everybody know me well because I lost my former account, which was I had followers there, right? That's Mr. Praise. Okay. So when I lost it was last year before I created the new one that I was using.
Why did you change your name though? Why did you decide to change Mr. Praise to Big Mouth?
Changing of name came up. I slept off slow because when I was using Mr. Praise, I used Omoibo. Okay. When I was using Omoibo, I was not that kind of, let me just say, like too agile in what I'm doing. Like I'm not taking it serious.
Seriously, okay.
So one day I slept off, like let me just say like a dream though. When I was sleeping, I thought or I imagined that, okay, people normally tell me that, come, Praise, your mouth is big, you are this one, you are this one, I say again. So why don't you use the name Big Mouth? Let's see how it goes. So I woke up that morning, I called my brother. I was like, Alpha guy, I want to change my name. I want to start using Big Mouth. He was like, okay, let's try it. Then the first video I did with the name Comedian Big Mouth had a lot of views.
It had lots of engagement on it.
So after that, I started using the name Big Mouth. So that's
Big
why.
Mouth. So you said something about growing up in Yoruba land.
Yeah.
So can you speak Yoruba fluently?
Yeah, I speak Yoruba fluently.
You can.
Yeah.
Don't worry, me and you converse in Yoruba later. So quickly, how did your journey into comedy start for you?
Okay, I started comedy from secondary school though, when I was in SS1. But I was not too serious, just joking with it. Then when I started fully into comedy was 2019. I think that was when I wrote my jump stuff. That was when I entered.
That's when you got fully into the craft of comedy. Okay, so how would you describe the kind of comedy you do? Are you like a stand-up comedian or you do skits? What kind of comedian are you?
I do stand up sometimes, not every time, okay. But mainly I focus on skits.
Skits?
Yeah.
Okay. Since you started making skits and diving into the world of comedy, how did your family react to this? Are they supportive of the craft that you're into?
Yeah, they are supportive, especially my mom and my elder brother because he's also a comedian, talk more than me. So, but my dad, all these African Igbo parents that grew up in the village, so there is some kind of ways he take things that it doesn't too go.
He wasn't really supportive. Yeah. He didn't really accept you like that.
Yeah. Wow. But this year though, so from this year, he started supporting me.
Finally agreed that yes, this is the path my son has chosen. Alright guys, let's go on a short break right now. When we return, we'll get to know more about comedian Big Mouth's comedy career. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
So this is all next with exceptional talent showing us that.
Welcome back guys to the show. We've still got with us comedian Big Mouth on set, and he's been giving us an insight on how his comedy journey started. Now, comedian Big Mouth, through the course of your journey as a comedian, you said you started professionally in 2019.
Yeah.
Has there been any moments where you feel like, this comedy thing is not for me, or I shouldn't even have started this thing? What are those challenging times that you've had as a comedian?
When I had challenges that I almost stopped too, that was in 2020. There was one certain time like that because my career always fucked me up though. So almost like 2 months plus we didn't shoot a skit. I was like, maybe this skit thing is not for me. But I stopped though. I didn't shoot skits for like almost 6 months.
And how did you feel during this time? How did it affect you?
It affected me a lot because most of my friends and fans that I had then were like, how far? We are not seeing any thing again. We are not seeing any skit again. I was like, maybe I'll not go into it because I almost went into dancing, like seriously. Like I knew how to dance.
So as you say, as comedy is not going, let me go into
let me go to dancing.
Okay. So at what point did you decide to come back?
I came back making skits at December though, when I shot the Christmas video of 2022. Yeah, that's when I started fully, and from since then I've been consistent.
Has there been any like great moment, one happy moment that you cannot even forget through the course of this your comedy?
Every day is always a great moment for me because even living itself is something someone should be thankful of. So I'm always happy for every single slight opportunity I get.
Oh, okay. So if you had to give your younger self a message, if you had to write a note to your younger self, what would that message be?
The message would be never give up. Consistency is the key. Once you keep doing what you know how to do best, one day it's going to be good.
Okay, the comedy industry in Nigeria is quite like really big. There's so many skit makers, stand-up comedians. Who are those people that you look up to in the industry? Those people that give you ginger that you just go to draw inspiration from?
Well, I've met some of them too, but
really? Like who?
Yeah. Huh?
Like who?
I've met Kit Abiola because when I went for his show, not actually his show, because I'm friends with the guy friend too.
Okay,
Baba Kamo.
But you got to meet him.
Yeah, Baba Kamo, because I actually shoot a skit with him this year like once. Wow. To Baba Kamo. So through Baba Kamo I met the Kit Abiola, then his boy, what is his name? The guy he bought car recently from.
Toliban. Is it Toliban or which one?
No, Aremu.
Aremu, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've met them and few people also there, but that's been a while. So
Kit Abiola is one of the people you look up to in the industry.
People I look up to mostly is I like Sabinos because that is funny face. That's why most of my videos I always like to create that one kind face. Maybe say if people see they'll be like, I dey pour shit for your face, maybe something like that.
Okay.
So Sabinos is part of them. So especially in Go. Yeah.
All right. So guys, we're getting really close to that point of the show where we get to see what comedian Big Mouth can do. He's going to be cracking us up in the next 5 minutes in 5 minutes of fame. Stay tuned to see what he's gonna do.
So this is UpNext, with exceptional talent, showing us that.
Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? As you all know, it's your regular boy comedian Big Mouth. So, yeah, let me give you some few jokes, though. You know, right here in Nigeria, like some girls are kind of wow. Africa and America, they are kind of different, separate people. Like when I went to UK, though, I was in like 3-story building. One girl came, she was like, "Wow, what a nice view." But if you come to Nigeria here, just stay in 3-story building. The next thing you will be like, wow, praise come. If they give you 5K, will you jump from this story building downstairs? Wow. Like mentality of Nigerians here is, let me not say low, but we need to upgrade. So I went for this show. The woman was sitting down. I told her that, yes ma'am, the last time I came to your birthday party, you gave me 50,000 naira. She was like, yeah. I thought that 50,000 naira was not enough for me. Why? Because the day I received the alert of the 50,000, as I was reaching home, My neighbor was like, Praise, I heard that they gave you 50,000 naira in the show that you went for. Please, I need 45,000 naira. My mother just swallowed the spoon. I was like, wow, your mother just swallowed the spoon. I felt pity for him though, but I was like, sorry, I can't help you right now, because right now my mother just swallowed a shovel, and that shovel itself, nobody else get am, we go borrow am. So right now I got to pay for the surgery to remove the shovel from my stomach, and also pay for the money for the shovel she gets.
So this is up next with the exception at UpNext, showing us that.
Okay guys, I'm sure you had a great laugh from the jokes that comedian Big Mouth cracks for us, because I think the part that even got me the most was the part where they say your mother swallowed shovel. I think I would have said my own mother swallowed generator, because since all of us want to be swallowing something. That was a great one, comedian Big Mouth. Thank you so much. Okay guys, that is all that we have on the show for today. But before that, we're going to give comedian Big Mouth just a little time to give some shout outs to those you would like to shout out to. The floor is yours.
Okay, I'd like to shout out to Stemma Studio for giving me this opportunity to be here. So thank you very much. And also, I'll give shout out to all those comedians, skit makers, content creators that are just coming up too. They should never relent. They should keep doing what they know how to do best. One day, everything is going to be great. Thank you very much.
All right, comedian Big Mouth, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you on our sets today. And it's a wrap, guys. That is all we have for you on today's episode of UpNext on Stemma TV. Just as comedian Big Mouth has said, remain consistent in your craft, and one day you would get to your peak. My name is Betty Odumoso, and it's been a great time hosting today's episode. So we come your way again, same time, same station. Do not forget to follow us on Instagram at stemma_studios.ng and on YouTube at Stemma Studios. Bye.
Vibe on vibe, keep it on cool. You can dance your style, show us your move. Entertainment all the time, that's Stemma for you. Bring what you got, let's train this for you. So this is UpNext with exception at UpNext, show